This video is definitely sponsored by a subscriber of mine who has a product called Adrenal Relief. As I mentioned in another video a little while back, there's still a 25% off code on Amazon that he made revalid again for this month, and that is REALIST1. Again, the product is Adrenal Relief. Increase happiness. Ashwagandha can ease stress and anxiety by 44%. Sleep. Magnesium is well known for its ability to relieve insomnia and relax muscles. Boost energy. Vitamin B complex can do this naturally without the use of caffeine. No gluten or soy. We strive to be as healthy and as natural as possible. Currently has a 5-star rating on Amazon with 29 reviews and climbing. So if you want to support a JSNP4 subscriber and his great product, which he had custom made, by the way, with the ingredients to his liking, again, that is Adrenal Relief, and I will provide a link in the description box with the discount code should you want to purchase them. All right, and in case you don't think old Snippy practices what he preaches, look at the green screen's keying it out. Oh, Adrenal Relief. And you know what? It's time to take one. It's time to take one. Stand by. Here we go. Ashwagandha. It's the first time I ever heard of that. What is ashwagandha? What is it? Ashwagandha root. Did a little research. Wow, this is really good stuff. Vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, magnesium, ashwagandha, whatever. Great. If I can help a subscriber and they've got something worthy, I'm going to help a subscriber out, of course. And again, this is a quote-unquote paid advertisement. And I'm glad to send him some traffic. He's got a good product. Having said that, Wolf Street, excuse me, Wolf Street has a little something they want to share with you. And I'll be the mouthpiece if you don't mind. Wolf Richter has this article here. And again, this is more stuff that says, JSNP, it's a good thing they didn't accept your offer on that house. You know, the dream house. It's the only time I'd really go out right now and get a house knowing market's at an all-time high. Housing crash 2.0 is absolutely coming. Excuse me. But if you can get a house that's already listed now lower than it was in 2006, and they've knocked it down a couple times, still a little pricey, which is why I gave them a little, lowball offer, and it wasn't even close to their liking. So, as Cliff would say, universe, got other plans for Snippy. And that means I don't have to touch my silver, I don't have to touch my cryptos, I can just wait, let it build up, etc. And then maybe, maybe in months, next year, I'm not really sure. My lease is up in February, so boy, would it be great if all this stuff just played out fabulously. Housing starts coming down. Next month, it's down 5%, 4%. Next month, it's down another 3%, and the next thing you know, it's a war of the sellers trying to get out of their houses. And that's when I say, oh, well, I got a huge, huge down payment with some crypto. But the way I'm also seeing this is the longer I wait to make that move, the more crypto is going to do well. So it would be in my best interest to wait as long as I possibly can. However, again, if you could find a house that's got the right acreage, it's got everything right, who's to say that that's not going to be that will be around, or something similar will be around when you're ready? It might not exist, and then you're waiting and waiting and waiting. So again, if certain things line up, you got to make a move. Make a move. It's, you just got to do it sometimes. But I'm not. So I just want to get that out of the way real quick. Great debt unwind. Bankruptcies by consumers and businesses jump. No. You're kidding. Janet Yellen, are you guys hiking or not hiking? Are you going to jack the rates up or are you not? All the soft data, even the soft data that they look at, the garbage data, not looking real good. Janet, what are you going to do? What was that? Was it a Clockwork Orange? Damn it, Janet. The debt slaves are beginning to buckle under their loads. Consumer and business bankruptcies are rising again after declining for years since the financial crisis. That is not a propitious sign. For bankruptcy filings by businesses from large corporations to tiny sole proprietorships, the dance, so to speak, started in November 2015. At first, it was the energy bust, oil and whatnot. But bankruptcies of energy companies have tapered off, with new money surging into the oil and gas sector once again. Now bankruptcies in the retail sector, as you know, are steadily worsening. And other sectors, too, have picked up the slack. So here we go again. Total U.S. business bankruptcies in May rose 4.7% year over year to 3,572 filings, according to the American Bankruptcy Institute. That is up, by the way, 40% from May 2015 and up 10% from May 2014. And there's another concern. Bankruptcy filings are highly seasonal. They peak in tax season, March or April, and then fall off. The decline in April after the peak in March was within that seasonal pattern. Over the past years, filings dropped in May, but not this year. Nope. This year, they have jumped. The data is not seasonally or otherwise adjusted, but is a raw and unvarnished measure of how businesses are faring in this economy. Commercial bankruptcy filings ballooned during the financial crisis and peaked in March 2010 at 9,004. Then, as credit conditions eased, and as cheap money was looking for a place to go, and even zombie companies were able to refinance their debts, filings fell sharply. But November 2015 was the turning point when, for the first time since March 2010, commercial bankruptcy filings rose year over year. With consumer bankruptcy filings, a similar pattern played out. But the turning point started a year later, in December 2016, when bankruptcy filings rose 4.5% year over year. In January, they rose 5.4%. It was the first time consumer bankruptcies rose back-to-back since 2010. I called it an early red flag that is highlighted only afterwards, and with hindsight as the turning point in the consumer's ability to continue playing this debt binge game. In February, consumer bankruptcy filings fell. In March, filings rose 4% year over year to the highest since March 2015, according to the American Bankruptcy Institute. Along seasonal patterns, filings fell in April, but unlike prior seasonal patterns, they rose in May, up 5.4% year over year and nearly back where they'd been in May of 2015. Total U.S. bankruptcy filings by consumers and businesses in May rose 5.3% year over year to 69,668, the highest May since May 2014. So let me ask you a question. Just to stop for a second. 69,668 bankruptcy filings. Now, what I don't know is, are these specific Chapter 7s or 11s, right? 7, you're gone. Chapter 11, restructuring, right? And I don't know the answer to that. But in either case, you would assume, for certain, if it's a Chapter 7, employees are gone, the owner's gone, they're out of work, they're done. Chapter 11, on the other hand, most of the time, cutting employees, tightening the belt. So the point I'm making is there's a large unemployment base from those companies, not necessarily wholly speaking, just those companies, 69,000. That's a whole lot of people being let go. So about those 4.3% unemployment numbers, beautiful numbers. Are you buying that crap? In May, we don't seasonally adjusted or not. It doesn't matter. May, they jumped up. They're not supposed to. May go away. April, then May go away, but they didn't go away. They're coming back with a vengeance. Consumers at risk of seeking bankruptcy protection are those with insurmountable piles of debt and stagnating or declining real incomes, of which there are many. And on that note, if I may, scroll up. I'm not going to mention any names or who they spoke to. You know how we've been, me, Cliff, Bix, etc., yelling from the top of our roofs, top of our lungs, get into cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., 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 telling you about these coins coming out in his report, and I'm going to get into that one, I'm going to do that one. I'm telling you all about this stuff. So was Bix. Here is a email somebody, one of us three, received. Not going to mention any names or the person, but this is a beautiful story. This is a beautiful story, which is why I'm thinking all these people who are getting let go, these bankruptcies, boy, I wish they were JSNIP 4 subscribers. I wish they were Cliff High subscribers, Bix Weir subscribers, because we could have told them a while ago, while you had a little bit of nest egg, while you may have had a little bit of extra money, get into these cryptos and watch them fly. So that when you get let go later on, in a little while later, look into the future, your company's going to go bankrupt. You're going to be upset about that, and you're going to have to find a job. But this may just save your bacon. So, speaking of saving bacon, and this article is talking about those with insurmountable piles of debt and stagnating or declining real incomes, of which there are many. Speaking of that, thank you for providing the speculation bets. Ripple and Veritasium. I got to train my brain to say it, not Veritasium. Veritasium, JSNIP. Thank you for providing the speculation bets, Ripple and Veritasium. I was able to pay off my student loan and car debt within 1 month. Another sentence, but I don't need to read it. It has nothing to do with this particular part. Student loan debt paid off. Car debt paid off 1 month. Thanking one of us, and in my opinion, you thank one of us, you thank all of us, because we're all us three guys, the three amigos. We are a team, and we want to help people as best we can. That's what I've been telling you all these years. That's why I do all these videos. I try to prepare people. This is what's going to come again every 7 or 8 years. Economic downturn, and by chance, we're there. It's time. It's you might even look at the watch. Oh, it's a little past due. But what awesome feeling it gives me to be able to tell people about this on my videos. And just so happens that I currently have 41,000 subscribers, which I'm proud of, very proud of. But had I started my channel not that long ago, I might only have 2K. Maybe, who knows? And I love the fact that I can get these videos out in front of a lot of people because of the subscriber base I have. And then they share it with other people. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of people are coming. And people are making money with these cryptos. I'll say it again, hand over fist. Speaking of which, the 9th, we may see a little downward movement here, which looks like it started tonight anyways. But allegedly the 9th should be a pretty interesting day for cryptos. All cryptos, as a matter of fact. Starting at least around the 9th. Can't wait to see what happens with that. But, again, I love, and I've gotten emails, I already got emails. Someone just sent me, I was telling Frank this at lunch. I mean, Frank. I said, Frank, I got a $300, matter of fact, I say I might need to open up my email because I got one from somebody and they said, make sure you split this with all 3 of your girls. That's their little bonuses for being in your videos. And I forgot what that number was, but someone sent a $300 donation to me through my little, I got the little link up there, PayPal, on my videos, and said, Veritasium, some of my Veritasium profit, basically, thanks for turning me on to this. Or Veritasium. Damn it, I can't say that. He sent me $300. Knowing I'm doing good with my cryptos. But again, when everyone's happy and everyone's got good information and everyone's making money, isn't it easy to just throw someone a bone? And I think that's what's happening here. And I'm not going to say no. What the hell am I to say no? Right? I appreciate it. I really do. But it's a beautiful thing. So I don't even know what that person made. But to throw me $300, they probably made a nice chunk, if you know what I mean. And again, you can sell them now on that one exchange that I put up the link to. But you got to transfer them over to the exchange, and then deposit them in the exchange, and then make the trade or whatever. I'm just telling you now, and I thought about, well, maybe I should do a video to show people how to do that. But I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not trading mine yet. I'm not selling them yet. Even though we're seeing numbers of 4-to-1 with Ethereum, which is crazy. I really want to wait until one of the big exchange, one or two or whatever, gets a hold of this thing and they add it to their exchange. That's when I'd really like to sell it. Transfer it over to that exchange and sell it. Not necessarily the first or second day, but I want to watch how does it perform. Is it going crazy already? Is it over $100? You know, where do I need to sell? Just kind of make up my mind and go with it. Then I'll have that huge profit. Do I put that back into Bitcoin and Ethereum and just ride those back up? You know what I mean? There's going to be all these decisions. These are decisions that are going to be awesome for everybody who is in these cryptos. And I keep saying it over and over. Oh, it's a bubble. It's been a bubble 14 times now. It's a bubble 14. You know, I'm making the number up. It's probably more than that. 20 times. Well, it's a bubble. And maybe ultimately it finally ends like a bubble. But what if that's years out? What if it's not? Did you hear Russia? They're ready to do a central bank back cryptocurrency backed by gold or something, or some crap I was hearing about. Is by chance cryptos the new world order agenda, one world currency, and they just let this thing ride, and they're going to let it ride to insane levels because all of us who are wide awake to all this crap, they know if we let them make huge profits, they're going to be pushing it for us. The conspiracy theorists, the one who don't want the one world, they're going to push it for us. What if that's the case here? And all these cryptos, and then ultimately after the dust settles, there'll be a few cryptos that the governments of the world want to use. And all of us are going to be like, yeah, go with it. Good idea. We used it. We got rich off of it. Yeah, it's a great idea. Could this be a little sinister plan? Just going to throw that out there. One way or the other, if it's happening, it's happening. Does that mean I just sit back? Well, it's because it might be that. Not sure. It might be that. I'm just going to sit back. I'm just going to sit back and I don't want to be a part of that. No. If it's happening anyways and you have an opportunity to make money, not a little bit, not a lot of it, but hand over fist, what's the big deal? Do it. Take advantage. Do it. It's there. Use it. Other people are. If not you, somebody else. If not them, somebody else. It doesn't matter. Again, there are going to be people who buy a house cash money with cryptos. No debt, no stupid bank loan. Let me get pre-approved. We need a credit report. We need to put the funds in the account for 60 days. That's okay. How about a cash offer? Do they want it in cryptos or do they want me to cash out and actually give them the cash? Ask the seller. It's their choice. By the way, hand them this chart and maybe they can make the decision. Chances are they're not even going to know what the hell they're looking at. No, we'll take the cash. We don't know anything. Again, I walk around in my job thinking like I know the secret. I'm the only one that knows the secret, man. Me and Frank. We're the only one that knows the secret about these cryptos. Nobody else knows. We're walking by people in the hallway and you don't even know. You don't know that all this wealth is out there. But I'm the conspiracy guy. No one wants to listen to me. Okay. Sorry about your luck. So anyways, point of this video, I pretty much said it. Bankruptcies are rising again, both business, personal, etc. Pleased to announce someone made some very good decisions with the extra profit they made. Student loan wiped out, car debt wiped out. I've got emails on my own other personal inbox that I check, like when people contact me and stuff on Realist News. I got some coming in there. I got the little paper, money came in from PayPal. What is it? Oh, donation. Oh, they made a huge profit. They just want to throw me a bone. Appreciate that. Thanks. This is a beautiful thing. Take advantage. I think I got one more video to do. Take care.